Oh, look at that. That's the naan lamb feet. Oh yeah, I see it, all the bones. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm gonna be exploring one of the rarest kinds of buffets you're gonna find in LA County. Up there on the second floor is Shahnawaz restaurant. It's here in Artesia, and this is an Indian Pakistani restaurant that's not a buffet restaurant per se, but on Sundays they do offer a Sunday lunch buffet that runs from 12 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna show you everything they have in this buffet line, and plus I'm gonna try the awesome food, of course. And if you guys are new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. So with that being said, I'm gonna be heading upstairs and I'm gonna eat. Wow, this is such a big restaurant. They got a lot of indoor seating with the buffet stations right behind me. And they also have outdoor seating with the live barbecue and the music. So this Sunday buffet goes for about $28. And with it, you get 30 items, which includes the drink, the desserts, pretty much everything. All right, guys, this is Jason. He's gonna explain to us everything that's up here on the buffet line, because he's gonna do a much better job than I am. Okay, starting with this one.
That's a ginger.
Ginger?
And that's a jalapenos, crushed peppers.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's the onions.
Just regular onions?
Yeah, regular onions.
Okay.
And that's a fried onions, tamarind chutney.
Tamarind chutney?
Yeah. And that's a raita. So this is fish and chips, garbanzo beans. It's called aloo chole.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And this is suji halwa.
Oh, okay. What's it made out of?
It's made of a suji. It's like a small suji.
Okay, and they call this?
It's a puri.
Puri? Mm-hmm. All right, looks good.
These three are the combination of the breakfast.
Ah, I see all three of these. Mm-hmm. Okay, got it.
And then this is the goat ribs. And then this is called a chicken chili. It's like with the bell pepper, chili. And it's like a kind of like a Chinese dish. And these are the bread, we call it naans.
All right, so what is beef nihari?
It's a Pakistani dish. It's a beef shank curry, spicy curry. And this is called halim. This is also a Pakistani dish. It's a wheat, lentils, and shredded beef mixed together. And this is the lamb paya. It's a lamb tortoise. And this is called keema, beef keema. It's a ground beef. And this is called chicken tikka masala. Mm-hmm. Usually some people call it a butter chicken. And that's like everybody's favorite. And this is the lamb korma. It's made with a yogurt. It's a yogurt-based gravy. And this is chicken karai, which is made of chicken, onions, tomatoes. And this is called beef katakat, which is made of the liver, heart. And this is the lamb biryani, which is lamb. It's like a traditional biryani. We cook it like an hours and hours.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The same thing goes with this one. Is the chicken biryani. And this is called aloo gobi, which is the cauliflower and the potatoes. And that's mirchi ka salan. It's like a Hyderabadi dish, Indian Hyderabadi dish. It's like a jalapeno. It's like a yellow jalapenos, which is not that spicy though. And this is the lentils, like three kinds of lentils mixed together. Palak paneer, which we call spinach and cheese.
Okay, I've had that before. The tea.
It's called tea.
Okay, you mean from here, right?
Yeah. And this is called a lassi. It's basically a yogurt drink, yogurt and milk.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. So that's the clear one where we make our bread here, and then we cook the chicken and beef and all in here.
Okay, so this is the tandoori you make the naan, right?
Yes.
Yep, there it is. It cooks really quickly and it's done. Just like with any buffets, they're going to be working really fast to mass produce all this stuff. Everything from the naan to the puri, which is deep fried. It's always so fun to see something like this. Let's get started. I am hungry. Maybe I'll try this Indian version of fish and chips. And for sure, got to get some of that aloo chole too. Oh, and look at that. There is a fountain machine where you can get your soda. So yes, this comes with a buffet. So just grab a cup and you are all good. So you don't have to get the buffet. If you decide you want to order from the a la carte menu, they got quite a few choices in here. They also do catering, takeout, And they also have a Wednesday night buffet. Oh yeah, so this one runs from 6 p.m. to 9:30. We got soft drinks included. We got some really nice meat choices. So this is only the second time that I've had Pakistani food. The first time was, I think, a few years ago, but that was also an Indian Pakistani fusion restaurant, but just not buffet. Wow, that is some fish and chips. That has a lot of flavor, more so than your typical fish and chips from Europe. It's such an awesome twist. I wasn't originally planning to get it, but I decided to give it a chance, and I'm like, I just want to eat more of that fish and chips right now. So I guess how this works is you're supposed to put the aloo and the dal on top. Wow, it's really tasty. So I would say put the dal halwa on top of it if you like it sweet and fruity, and put the aloo if you like it savory. I think I'm more into the dal halwa. Like I would take that and just spread it on the top and just make it into like a nice crispy toast. And then I want to try some of those lamb ribs too. Wow, they look so tender. Wow, that is so flavorful. It's pretty spiced up, so you're gonna have a little bit of that kick every time you bite into not just these lamb ribs, but a lot of the dishes up there. So I wouldn't say it's like super hot where it's gonna burn your mouth, but you're gonna feel a little something in your throat. I mean, I don't mind because I really love that sensation. Man, good stuff. It's not even gamey too. Pretty clean tasting. That's the way I like my lamb. What about some of that beef nihari? Look at that, that is lamb feet. Do you see the bones? Since there are about 30 items up there, I suppose you can get through all of it if you have a big enough appetite. Me, probably not, so I'm just gonna go with the ones that look the most interesting to me. And round number 2, I'm digging a lot of this beef dish. And this is one of the things that separates Pakistani food from Indian, is that Pakistani cuisine uses beef in a lot of their dishes. Not just meat in general, but a lot of beef. Whereas in Indian restaurants, you won't find it as much. So I would say if you're into both the beef as well as Indian cuisine, then this buffet is really your only option. Wow, that's pretty good. This beef nihari is so tender. You don't even need a knife to cut this thing, you see? Right over there, just use your fork. It almost tastes like eating a gravy beef stew, but a spicy version. Yeah, there's a little bit of a kick to it. But beef nihari, I can already tell, one of my favorite Pakistani dishes. Here's this other one I haven't tried before, beef halim. Wow, that's interesting too. So I would say this one is more like gooier or stickier, and it's kind of spicy too. Ooh, a lot of these dishes are spicy. Okay, so just warning you, if you guys cannot handle spiciness, then you might want to double think these dishes. Very gelatinous. Almost tastes like eating chicken feet. Yeah, it's like eating fat in your mouth. It just like melts in your mouth. So I can tell this restaurant definitely has a lot of these exotic foods to eat. I also have to get my biryani. It's been a long time since I've had chicken biryani. It's so exciting. So it's kind of like, you know, I cannot say it's like a fried rice. That's a really bad comparison, but it's a very popular Indian rice dish. Like biryani is one of those foods that I feel I can just eat a lot of that, and that could be my meal, and I could be like so happy. Another Indian dish. We got the chicken tikka masala. Again, another one of those foods that I can eat just by itself. Like that plus rice, it's like I'm good to go. But if you come to this kind of buffet, you really want to stick with the Pakistani dishes, because you're not going to find those Pakistani dishes in a typical Indian buffet. So really try them. And with my Indian food, I got to have my naan bread too. Very crispy. But then again, this one has been sitting out for quite a while, so not as fresh as it can be, but I still enjoy it. This is something you gotta pick up right when they toss it in. So just watch out for it. When they toss a new batch in, just get it and enjoy it. So out here, this is where they do all the barbecuing. Yeah, this is something you gotta try before you leave for sure. Let's see what they got here. So they got some mixed greens like cucumber, lime, red onions, tomatoes. This is like the salad. And then here we have tandoori chicken. Yep, there it is. And then we have the dula kebab, which is made of ground beef. One of my favorites. And then we got beef ribs. Okay, that's pretty cool. They got their version of it here. Coals, real coals when they're making this. So not gas stove. This is like real barbecue they got here. Yeah, this outdoor seating is really nice. I feel this is such a good environment, especially on a really nice, cool day. You have a view of the street. I mean, too bad it's not the ocean, right? It almost feels like you could throw a party out here, seriously. So this is my third plate. I don't know how many you guys can eat, but after about the third or the fourth, like I'm pretty much done. But I am excited to eat this one because this one has a lot of the foods on here that I recognize from Indian restaurants, and plus all of that barbecue that's outside. How exciting, right? That one is the dal masala. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a creamy lentil dish. It's very simple tasting, but I love it. It's like one of my favorite Indian foods. But you know what else is one of my favorite Indian foods? The sag paneer. Wow. This is a really good buffet. Okay, yeah, for sure. This is a good buffet. Especially if you like Indian food and Pakistani food. For $28, I mean, not the cheapest buffet around, but definitely not the most expensive either. If you can eat a lot, then you're really gonna get your money's worth, and I think you're gonna have a really good time here at this buffet. See, look at that. They even got the beef kebabs too. So I would say it's kind of like eating beef kubede, but like the Indian version. And this one is a little bit more spiced up. You can taste it. And I'm gonna try my short ribs too. So it kind of has like that signature Indian spice flavor. Not the sweet one like you would find in Korean barbecue restaurants. I mean, me personally, I think I still like the ones from Korean barbecue restaurants over this one. But hey, I mean, I always like to taste the short ribs, so I'm gonna get it. And everybody's been telling me that the chicken tandoori is like one of the best things here. Wow. So this barbecue chicken is one of the most popular Indian dishes. So when you're eating Indian food for the first time and you want to try a chicken dish, other than the chicken tikka masala, chicken tandoori, this is the one you gotta get. And thankfully they do make it very good here because it's marinated well, it's very tender. I mean, this is like near perfection.
Here's the kheer, which is called rice pudding, but we crush the rice. We don't keep the whole rice in there.
Okay, so this is the dessert section.
It's called kheer.
Kheer, okay, I see it.
And this is called rasmalai. It's like a cheese balls dipped in the syrup, milk syrup.
This food is pretty heavy, so yeah, you definitely get full after like 2 or 3 plates, but I'm not gonna leave here without trying the desserts. They have about 3 up there. So I'm gonna try some of this rice pudding. It looks so good. Okay, I'm so glad I got it. It's so thin. It's like, I feel like it's really finely diced up in there. I don't think I've had a rice pudding like this before in an Indian restaurant, but I like it. This is like one of my favorite things to get at an Indian restaurant, especially if I have room for dessert. It's like, yeah, I'm so getting it. And the good thing is, it's all you can eat. Now, I haven't been to too many Indian or Pakistani restaurants to compare this buffet to, but I have no complaints about the food. Everything was tremendously flavorful, from the veggie dishes, to the meat dishes, to the barbecue, to the desserts. Really good. I mean, this is probably one of the best buffets I've been to in LA County. For $28, you're definitely gonna be satisfied with all of these selections. If you guys can't make it out here on Sunday, they have a Wednesday night buffet that runs from 6 to 9:30. Maybe I'll check it out one of these days. But yeah, you should really come out to this restaurant. Artesia, this city, is known for its Indian food. So yes, if you want it all you can eat, then Shahnawaz is, I guess, your best bet. Free parking, a lot going for it. Anyways, gonna finish up my dessert here, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.